everybody. I'm
Larry, as the children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A gain of 3, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanning, on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. On first down, Brock, quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To throw on second down. Brock, he's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
In the minds of many, Eric Berry is the heart and soul of Kansas City's defense, and I think it was a sigh of relief for the organization to sign him to a big free agent contract in 2017. He covers, he tackles, he returns, you name it, he does it. And how about last season? In one game, returned an interception for a touchdown, as well as a two-point conversion attempt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 67 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Now, that was was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Operating from the gun. Gronk. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Gronk. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Gronk. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Gronk. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Third down pass pressing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brock throwing right, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here comes Kansas City.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, There just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll set up to throw. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second down. Brock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Brock. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On third down, Brock got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To the air on second down. Brock, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. That's complete right around the 8. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Seven yards to go on second down.
Let
they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Chiefs are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Broncos won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now to the middle of the first. Evans has got the sack here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Now to the middle of the first. Edelman's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. Sticking with the same drive. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Roberts going to run it back for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Kansas City for the start of the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All right, here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Brock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Brock, and his throw here is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. who's going to make the big play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on 3rd down. Brock. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Brock over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down now after the incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Brock. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down. Brock, and that is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Brock, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Second down now after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McDaniel. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Spencer Lanning now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing to start the drive. Brock, Marshall the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
To throw again. Brock out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Brock. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Back to throw. Brock. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 2 yards to go here on third down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Brock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out. And you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Spencer Lanning now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Shifts by him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDaniel. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Green 39!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw here. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for